I mean, in general, as you are aware, young people are not sitting at the table when decisions are taken. I mean, through YOUNGO, which is the official constituency, as mentioned, we have a certain engagement, but still, we are not the decision makers. We can influence them because we have access to spaces, because we are invited to certain meetings and conferences, but we are not the ones who are taking the ultimate decision. Nevertheless, we have, of course, seen that young people have a huge influence when it comes to steering the direction, and with the strike, with the awareness, but also with policy papers and advocacy, we are influential stakeholders, but we are not the one who are going to execute the decision at the end. It'd be great to have young experts in the room who are able to be like agenda setters. What we as young people do is, like, as mentioned, have like the capacity building, learning about it, awareness, that we are also able, when we catch our negotiators, when we catch our decision makers to talk about it, we do write advocacy and policy papers, basically what is our agenda to push forward at the COP or at another other meeting. But I think in general, it's very important to understand the space well enough that you know where you fit in, because the space is fairly complex, especially for young people who have been in the space only for a short amount of time, just because we are young, and to understand the space well enough to see where it's fitting in. And I think there the challenge comes, that there is at the moment not per se a place where these discussions fit in. So maybe it's like getting here and here and here, a little bit talked at the sidelines, at the margins, but this is not a way how young people then can come in, because it's very easy to like, come on, this topic is not for this table. Like, we are like very busy, we don't have the finances, we don't have time, just go somewhere else, right? So unless the topic is an agenda point, which is having a dedicated group which is tackling and talking about it, I think it's very hard to for young people to meaningfully contribute, just because it's very easy to put us off if there is not a dedicated stream or avenue of engagement, as we, for example, see with adaptation, mitigation, gender, education, and so on.